Konnichiwa, hello and welcome. This is Roy at Godzilla, and today I have yet another super cool, really awesome figure to review for you guys today. And that is the BanDai Creations Godzilla 2004 Final Wars figure. And I got some things to say about it. So, let's get things started. And now, here we have the BanDai Creations Godzilla 2004 Final Wars figure right here before us in all of his final Goji glory. As you can see, this is a well sculpted, well detailed figure made by BanDai, of course. Although this is basically a BanDai vinyl. This is the part of the BanDai Creations line, very similar to the movie Monsters series. So you're not necessarily getting a whole lot of articulation with these figures, but you're basically still getting a good representation of what you're getting, basically. So basically, as I have stated, this is the Godzilla 2004 Final Wars figure. As you can see from the design of the dorsal spines, not as big as the dorsal spines on Godzilla 2000 or on the Godzilla 2002, but yeah, it definitely still looks good. The Final Wars Godzilla does have slightly smaller dorsal spines than the other Millennium Godzillas, but you know what? That's fine. That's totally okay. They do look good. The dorsal spines are well sculpted. The only thing I would have to say is, yeah, they kind of got a little lazy when it came to paint applications, and you just see it's like a big, white blotch of paint going all down the back and, all down the tail as well. But as far as the dorsal spines, they look okay. They feel okay, and they all hold up pretty good. They're all pretty much soft, pliable, flexible material, but I still wouldn't manhandle it. As far as the sculpted arrested figure, looks pretty accurate to the Final Wars Godzilla. I know this figure is not nearly as cool as the SH Monster Arts version, which I do have, which I will compare it to later on in this video. But anyway, going over more detail, you can see the chest is well sculpted, looking very muscular and buff in the chest area there, looking nice. We can see Final Wars Godzilla has a flat stomach, as you can see, and we can see all those finer details with all the scales going throughout his body, so that is really nice. And also we can see we have some very vivid, well painted hand claws and toe claws, so good job on the mani-pedi there, looking really nice. And also we can see he is sporting some nicely painted weathered looking bone white teeth as well. So let me get my light on so we can see that better, and the inside of his mouth as well, so we can see the tongue and the gums at the bottom of his mouth are pink, and the roof of his mouth, well, yeah, it is not painted. It's just the same dark charcoal gray color as his skin. Pretty much for articulation, the head can rotate all the way around a full 360 in the opposite way. The arms can swivel back and forward, so we can only swivel the arms back and forth. So yeah, like I said, not much articulation. And the legs, well, the hips are just on swivels, so we can just swivel them all the way around a full 360. and the opposite way, and same is true with the other leg. So, and as you can see, the tail just popped off, and back the other way, and of course, popping that tail back on. Oh boy, like so. We can also swivel the tail all the way around a full 360 if we choose to, although that will cause it to pop off. So yeah, that pretty much concludes it for articulation with this figure. But taking a closer look at detail when it comes to the face of this figure, or the head, anyway, getting a closer look at those very orangey, fiery looking eyes that the Final Wars Godzilla has. Looking really nice. You see he's sporting those little bitty tiny Godzilla ears there as well. And we can see all those smaller bony bumps and ridges on the top of his head. So yeah, this figure is pretty nice. This is one of the cheaper figures. I believe you could pick up for about 15 to 20 bucks. So not bad. So yeah, it's pretty much equivalent to the movie Monster series, and now giving it a quick comparison to the SH Monster Arts version, which yeah, I'm kind of on the fence with collecting SH Monster Arts because of the high price tags and the fact that they tend to pop apart really easily in certain segments. But anyway, here it is next to the SH Monster Arts version of the same figure, and you can see it's a little dusty, but it's fine. Of course, the SH Monster Arts version is going to be more detailed. As you can see, the dorsal spines are sculpted more sharply compared to the BanDai creations, as well as you're having more articulation. But the thing is, this also pops apart a lot more easier than this one, and this is more for older collectors, and this is made with, mostly made with younger kids in mind. So there's a major dramatic difference when it comes to the market for both these figures. So that's why this one will cost you, 15 to 20, and this one is going to cost you from 90 to 120 bucks. So yeah, big dramatic difference in the price tags as well. Like I said, of course, this one is going to be more detailed, but this one is still good as well. One thing's for sure, I am definitely waiting on the announcement of a Hiya Toys Exquisite Basic Godzilla 2004 Final Wars figure, so hopefully we do eventually get that. So yeah, let me go put the SH Monster Arts Godzilla Final Wars, or SHMA Final Goji, back on the shelf with my other SH Monster Arts figures. So, yeah, putting them back. Okay, I am right back. But anyway, getting back to this figure, and yeah, I would have to say this is well detailed and well designed. Not bad for a cheaper figure, although you're not getting all the same bells and whistles you would get with the with an SH Monster Arts or a Hiya Toys Exquisite Basic. You're still getting a good figure for what it is, and you're still getting a good representation for the price. And I would say this is still overall a highly recommended figure. So with that said, that pretty much concludes it for this review, and now I will be getting into my final verdict, giving this figure a final score based on detail, articulation, and playability. So let's get to it. And now for my final verdict on the BanDai Creations Godzilla 2004 Final Wars figure. If I have to give this one a final score based on detail, articulation, and playability, I have to give him a drumroll, please. A well-deserved, fair but square 4.5 stars. Not absolutely perfect, not a knocked out of the park score, but still a pretty good, highly recommended score nonetheless. Why? Although I would say like this is a well sculpted, well detailed figure, and I would say they got the finer details done really well, the best way they could with all the scales in his skin and the dorsal spines and everything, and as well as with the head sculpt and the face and the eyes and the teeth and everything, especially the paint apps. Although there is a part where I feel like they got lazy with paint apps, and that is in the dorsal spines. Although, I mean, this could be like, if you really think about it, from where like he's charging his dorsal spines, about getting ready to fire off his heat ray or atomic breath or atomic blast. Where it comes out of where he charges his dorsal spines and he blasts the heat ray from his mouth. I think that could be what this is going for. But I think then if that was the case, it would kind of maybe like have some maybe like blue wash, like some metallic blue wash in there or something like that. But anyway, it could be from like, yeah, this might be him charging or something. So that could be why like they're like just like all like white blotched or whatever, whatever you want to call it. But other than that, I would say this is still a good, highly recommended figure you could pick up for super cheap. I believe like you could get like the movie monster series equivalency to this one, I believe, on the Godzilla store for about like $20 or so plus shipping. So I mean, if you want to go for it, that's up to you. To me, like the BanDai Creations figures and the movie monster series are pretty much neck and neck the same, although I haven't gotten any of the movie monster series figures, so I really don't know if I'm making an accurate comparison. But I would assume they look and feel pretty much similar. So I mean, as far as I can tell. But anyway, that's pretty much all I got to say about them. All I got to say about this one, pretty much, and that pretty much concludes everything. So, if you made it to this point in the video, thank you guys all so much for watching. Your viewership is much appreciated. That helps out the channel a lot, and if you want to help out the channel even more, like and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, love you all. Stay safe. Take care. God bless. Stay powered up. Stay positive, and peace out.